lunar calendar, which is the month of March in the Roman calendar. Phagun is another name of Holi. This festival is celebrated by getting families and friends together and hurling colors on each other. Some even rove around streets to play Holi with strangers. On that day, it is acceptable to throw colors and water balloons on passers-by. This spring festival seems to bring happiness, joy, and color to life. Moreover, as based on Hindu mythology, this festival is a celebration of the victory of good over evil. There lived an evil king named Hiranyakashipu, and for now, I would like to take you to that era. The demon king Hiranyakashipu hates Lord Vishnu. In order to defeat Lord Vishnu, he needs power. He starts to do severe penance to seek divine powers from Lord Brahma, the god of creation. After several years, Lord Brahma, being pleased with his penance, appears in front of him. Brahma says, "I am satisfied with your strict meditation, and it deserves a reward. Tell me, what would you like?" Hiranyakashipu replies, "I wish to be immortal." Brahma adds, "Every living body is subjected to death. Any creature that takes birth has to die. Please, ask for something else." Hiranyakashipu thinks for a while, for an alternative to defeat death. Finally, he requests a crafty boon. He says, "Grant me the wish that I would not be killed by any animal nor human being, neither by any weapon nor by poison. I shall not die as a bound of aging, not in the daytime or at night, not inside a house or outside of it, neither on land nor in the sky. Also, I should conquer all living entities and celestial God." Brahma, tied by his own words, grants him the wish. While Hiranyakashipu was performing austerities, taking advantage of his absence, detachers attacked his kingdom. Indra got hold of his pregnant wife, Kayadu, and held her captive, so that they could kill the newborn and stop the blooming of another Hiranyakashipu-like oppressive demon. However, Saint Narad, devotee of Vishnu, came to the rescue of the child and urged the demigods to free Kayadu. Her child was destined to be a great devotee of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Hearing this, Indra immediately released her with due respect and returned to his respective kingdom. Saint Narad saved Kayadu's life and gave her shelter. This shelter happens to be a very divine place, where there are a lot of people and amphibians. The queen gives birth to a boy in that shelter. Narad Muni names him Prahlad. The young prince Prahlad learns all the glories of Lord Vishnu from Narad Muni since his childhood. Being in a divine surrounding, he becomes an ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu returns from his penance and takes charge of his wife and child from Nada. Now Hiranyakashipu uses the boons he had obtained to terrorize the entire three worlds, the heaven, the earth, and the lower world, and brings all the rulers under his subjugations. He declares himself to be the sole God of the universe, and dictates that no hymns of praise of Lord Vishnu should ever be sung. He gives death punishment to all the saints and sages who worship Vishnu. The universe becomes terrorized, every individual in constant fear under his rule. There was, however, a very different scene in the palace. The young Prince Prahlad continues to worship Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu orders, "My son, you are not supposed to worship my enemy, Vishnu." Prahlad replies, "My dear father, Vishnu is my Lord. He is actually everyone's Lord. Father, you should not make him your enemy, rather worship him." Prahlad's reply annoys him. Hiranyakashipu decides to send Prahlad to the Gurukul of Shanda and Amanka, who were the sons of Shukracharya. He orders them, "Teach my son the demon lessons. Make him forget Vishnu. He should believe that I am the only God in the universe." As Hiranyakashipu learns, the teachers have been unsuccessful in their endeavors. Rather, Prahlad has started to influence other students, singing the glories of Lord Vishnu. Failing to get Prahlad to accept his power, Hiranyakashipu plans to punish his own son. Hiranyakashipu orders a death sentence upon his own son. He orders his ministers to make him drink poison. But surprisingly, nothing happens to him. The ministers then try throwing him off a high cliff and cutting off his head. But totally unruffled, Prahlad praises Lord Vishnu earnestly to save him, and each time he comes out unscathed, escaping the jaws of death. Hiranyakashipu's sister, Holika, is blessed by Lord Brahma to be immune to fire. When she realizes that her brother is frustrated with Prahlad's dedication for Lord Vishnu, she decides to help him. She requests Hiranyakashipu, "Dear brother, I cannot see your prestige waned in your own palace. Let me punish Prahlad in my way. I am blessed by Lord Brahma, so I would not be burnt by fire. I'll use that blessing to teach him a lesson." She then takes charge of killing Prahlad. She decides to enter fire and take Prahlad with her. The helpless queen requests them not to do so. She cries at the feet of her husband, but the stone-hearted father is untouched. He is adamant to kill his son. Holika makes her nephew sit in her lap. She signals her men to start the fire, and soon huge flames engulf both of them. It turns out that the fire burned Holika, the one with an evil desire, whereas Prahlad escapes unharmed by the grace of God. Frustrated by the unsuccessful efforts, the ministers bring Prahlad back to the king. Affected by the threats of the event, Hiranyakashipu challenges his son to show him Lord Vishnu. "Where is that treacherous Vishnu?" he demands. Prahlad calmly replies, "Lord Vishnu is everywhere. He is residing in the highest mountain, as well as in the smallest twig." Pointing to the pillar, Hiranyakashipu asks, "Is your Vishnu inside this?" "Why not?" Prahlad replies. Hiranyakashipu takes his massive mace and hits the pillar powerfully.
Nor an animal, nor I am a deity, or a bird. This place is neither in the sky, nor in the water. Neither you are inside, nor you are outside Hiranyakashipu. It is neither day, nor it is night yet. It is dusk now. The in-between period. I won't kill you with any weapon. I will kill you with the nails of my hand.
Vasudeva.